Okay guys, let's drive through the Lyttelton Road Tunnel and let's go and have a look at the wonderful port of Littleton. Rightio guys, we're on the main road to Littleton now, just coming out of the city. So we're heading up towards the tunnel. From the central business district in Christchurch to Littleton is about 12 kilometres and we have to travel through the Lyttelton Road Tunnel. Now before they had the Lyttelton Road Tunnel, they had the bridle path where all the immigrants off the ships, you know, in the 1800s, they used to sail into Littleton and then they used to get the horses and they used to walk across the hill to Christchurch itself. But of course, since the tunnel, there's no need to do all that sort of stuff. I don't think I would have liked living 100 odd years ago. Too much work involved in getting anywhere and doing anything, I think, guys. Now if we look here guys, if you look to the left, you can see the gondola there. Can you see the gondola? It's right there on the side of the hill. And now we're heading into the Lyttelton Road Tunnel, guys. Now, you notice here in the middle of the road where it's sort of blocked off, they used to have tolls here. It used to cost 20 cents to use this tunnel. The tunnel opened in 1964, guys, and by 1979 the toll charge was gone. I remember when I was a kid actually paying 20 cents to come and with my dad and drive through this tunnel. It's pretty cool. Have you noticed all the white tiles, or the semi-white tiles on the side of this tunnel, guys? You realise there's over 1.25 million tiles that they used to make this tunnel? Absolutely incredible, eh? The tunnel's 1.2 miles long and it's equivalent to 7 acres of volume for these tiles. So if you imagine the 7 acres, that's how many tiles it took to do both sides of this tunnel. As you see guys, there's a little bit of traffic coming through here, not a lot though. You'll be about a 20-minute drive from the CBD to Littleton if there's not a lot of traffic around. So here we are guys, we're coming to the end of the tunnel now. You can see the light getting a bit brighter at the end. Here we go. The beautiful port of Littleton, New Zealand.
Prepare to enter roundabout in 300 meters. Take first exit. Enter roundabout. Take first exit.
Now remember, here in New Zealand guys, we give way to the right on the roundabouts. We're now in Littleton itself. Let me show you how steep this little place is to start off with, guys. Beautiful. I don't know if you can see on camera or not, this is quite steep. Now if we go to London Street here guys, what I'll do guys is we'll get out of the car and we'll have a walk around here. So we'll have a look up there guys, that's the exit of the Lyttelton Road Tunnel there. So now let's go and have a wander around Littleton and we'll have a look and see what we see, eh? Got some big ships in port at the moment guys. Fisherman's Wharf, restaurant here. As you can see there guys, all the logs going to China. 1, 2, 3 big ships in, 4 over there on the quay. Actually during the earthquake guys, if you look around the corner there on the quay, I'll see if I can show you. A lot of the concrete and bricks was getting dumped in the harbour so they could reclaim a bit more land for the old port. I think they gained about an extra square kilometre or something like that. I'm not quite sure how much extra land it gave them, but it was definitely a good use of the old concrete and bricks out of the city after the earthquake. Pity we didn't have smell-o-vision guys. You can smell the hot pies coming from across the road there. I suggest if you come into Littleton, you buy your pie from this shop here. So guys, a Littleton bakery. If you're coming to Littleton, come to this bakery, buy yourself a pie. Beautiful. Hi guys, what are you guys eating today?
We're going to be enjoying some Littleton bakery pie, I believe.
Cool.
Good times.
You guys local? Or?
No, well, yeah, from Christchurch, but we're just over for the day. Going to take a trip over the bay and take the little fella on the boat.
Cool. It's all go, really, isn't it?
Let's go.
No, it's a beautiful day as well, isn't it, guys?
It's a beautiful day.
No worries.
Good time.
Thanks, guys.
Good day, brother. Thanks, mate.
Right, now if we get around the corner here, guys, we go to the little shopping centre. See, there's always construction going on here. Always something to do. It can be quite a steep walk up here if you're not used to walking uphill, because Littleton is very, very steep. Beautiful little place though. Lots of little knick-knack shops and stuff to do, you know. Here's a little village. Got a little Indian restaurant and takeaway. Doing major roadworks here by the looks. Got organic Whole Foods. One of the old buildings here, guys, can you see that? One of the originals by the look of it. There's always something going on in Littleton, guys, always. Good place to come and visit. It's little coffee shops, souvenir shops. Coffee's brilliant as well. Got to have your fish and chip shops. If we look up the hill there, guys, you see how steep it is. It's pretty steep. Got a tribute to the sled dogs here, guys. These guys did their best working down in Antarctica. This is one of the buildings that got put here after the earthquakes, guys. It's made out of shipping containers. You see that? Just quick buildings to get things up and going again. You can see the shopping street is quite high too, guys. So you have to be reasonably fit. If you're not used to walking, I suggest you bring the car up here. Kiwi classic fish and chips. Lots of things to see and do, guys. Definitely worth a day trip over here. Like I say, you're only 20 minutes or so, 15-20 minutes depending on traffic from Christchurch CBD. So definitely worthwhile coming and having a look. Something different, you know, something different. As you can see, guys, Littleton is built on the side of an old dormant volcano. People put houses in all sorts of funny places up here, but it's definitely a nice place to be. You can see how steep it is up here, guys. It's absolutely quite incredible. You see the port down there in the distance there. If you're walking around Littleton, guys, remember to bring some good footwear because it's quite steep, so you're going to need a good pair of shoes. So guys, when you get to the corner of Dublin and London Street, you want to head right. Down there you'll find the oldest cottage built in Littleton. So let's go and have a look at that now. So guys, then you'll find yourself at number 62 and we're at Grub Cottage, and it's one of the earliest non-prefabricated buildings in Littleton, built in 1851. Now that's pretty cool, isn't it? Is that cool or is that cool? Imagine being here in 1851, guys. One of the first 4 ships to arrive in Littleton. We had the Randolph, we had the Cressy, we had the George Seymour, and also the Charlotte Jane. All arrived to start a new settlement in the 1850s. Pretty amazing, I thought. So guys, imagine being here that long ago. 1883 was the first dry dock built in Littleton, and that marked a transport hub for Christchurch. And after that, Christchurch was basically settled. In the 1850s, there were about 300 people living in this settlement, and that forged a path into Canterbury like we have now. But I just wanted to show you how steep it is to start off with, guys, so we'll go up to where some of the houses are. It's quite a climb up here, guys. As you can see, guys, we've got cars parked everywhere, basically because there's no room, because we're up on the side of a basic extinct volcano, and so they're basically building their houses on the side of a slope, if you know what I mean. Nice little houses though, guys. Quite quaint. Definitely worthwhile coming out from Christchurch if you're visiting us. Some of the roads are quite narrow, guys, so if you're driving and you're from overseas, just be careful. Remember, we're driving on the left hand side of the road here. See, there's not a lot of room for other cars, guys. You just got to watch these intersections, because you might come unstuck if you're not used to it. See what I mean? There's not a lot of room here, guys. Now you can get to Littleton from the CBD in a bus, or you can get an Uber, or you can get a cab, or you can drive, obviously. the roads don't get much wider, guys. Once you get off the main road, then the roads are quite narrow like this. So if you're not confident in driving up steep, narrow hills, New Zealand is probably not the option for you. So yeah, quite narrow here, guys. As you can see, the workmen here don't have much room to do anything. So you've got to work on the side of the road, basically. And here we come down the other side now. More of the Lyttelton Port out this way, guys. This is the bit that you can't see from actual face on from Lyttelton. This is the bit that you can't actually see unless you drive around the side of the hill. Now we're coming around the side of the port now, and if you look out this way you can see all the fuel tankers and the ships. Beautiful day out in Canterbury. I recommend it to anybody. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed the little walk around Lyttelton. If you want to see some more Kiwi adventures, remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time for all things Kiwi.